Hi, it's gonna be a spiritual exercise video. Um, you really don't need your brain for that exercise except for imagination. Just be a little child expecting to try out a new thing in the theme park. So just expect to enjoy it, but don't analyze it. You don't need to feel it real enough, see it real enough, or just do it really well. It's just a game, but this game is more real than your whole life. So, yeah, but don't take it seriously. You cannot do it wrong. It's just something we try. And yes, um, we are one with Jesus, and it means that He is one with us. So we can actually see that and sense that and imagine that. And our imagination, no matter how wild it goes, will still fall short of the reality. So, um, first of the games is just imagining Jesus standing next to you. You feel that he's close, your shoulders are close, you feel the warmth coming from this other person, you feel the movement, you feel the energy of someone sitting next to you, and you may even make some more space to him so that he can sit comfortably next to you. You can even lean your head on him and imagining him holding you. And you are leaning on him and resting on him. And he's holding you. But there is a reality that goes beyond him being near and close. It's the reality of your union with him. So as your head is on him, you can imagine your head going into him and penetrating your head, his head, and your shoulders going into his body and into his chest. And you are melting into each other. You are coming into each other slowly. Like the ghosts in the ghost movies, they can go through each other. He has a body. He had a body, and he still has one, but he is fully God, so he is spirit. So you can imagine that you're going through him. And you're going and always deeper and deeper into him. And his answer to that is that he's moving a bit closer and he is stepping into your body more and more. And then you are moving closer as well. And you are merging. You are melting into each other. Your bodies are on the same place. And they are coming into each other until There is nothing left of your being outside of his being, and nothing left of his being outside of your being. And you are sitting on the same place. There is someone under your skin. There is someone using your body, your mind. You can sense this other being in you who is completely other and completely you at the same time. And there is someone seeing when you see, and someone hearing when you hear, and someone thinking when you think. You can feel that in your temple. There is someone behind it. You can feel that when you move your hands, there is someone moving his hands in your hands as your hands. Moving your fingers, you can sense another finger moving in yours, or someone else moving his fingers as yours. He's so humble. He submits his being to our being. He doesn't just live in the depths of our souls. He lives in us. His whole being is in our whole being. He is not just spiritually, positionally somewhere in us. He is in us, as us. And he submits to us. When you want to look out through the window, he has to look out through the window. And when you listen to the noise coming from the streets, he has to hear them. And when you think stupid thoughts and silly worries, he has to go through that. No matter how incompatible it is with his being, he has submitted himself to you. And you can sense your cheek being right where his cheek, and your nose as his nose, and your shoulders, and your legs, and your arms. You can move any part of you and sense that you are not moving alone. There is someone moving in you, with you, as you. It sounds silly, but just move your hand knowing that it's not just your hand. He's completely separate from you. He has another personality. And you have your own personality. Still, you are the same. Makes no sense, but true. You cannot move your finger without forcing him to move his finger, because he has submitted his being to you. You can also imagine hugging him close, holding him close, and just enjoying his closeness, how your bodies lean on each other. But you can go beyond that, and you can see your body coming into his body, see his being stepping into your being, until you stand or sit on the same place. And this hug becomes emerging into each other. until there is nothing left of you outside of Him, and nothing left of Him outside of you, and you are one. You can see that. And you can imagine Him behind you or next to you, and you can move into Him. Lean back, and you are merging with Him. Lean on Him, and you're coming into Him. Or you can put your hands through Him. He's here. So you can just go through Him, because He's here, and all of Him is available to us. And it's a silly game, but even more than that, because when everything is over and we are fully aware of Him, the only reality that's gonna be left to us to sense is our union with Him. Union of different persons and union of the same person. And both of these truths are real in our relationship with Jesus. We are Him, and we are separate from Him, and we are one with Him. And it makes no sense, I know, but it's true. When you breathe, He has to breathe in you. If only we knew how much we are one with Him. It's a silly game. It doesn't make you any closer to Jesus. It doesn't make you any more one with you. You cannot be made more one with Him, because you are the most one with Him as you can possibly be since the cross. So this game doesn't accomplish anything. This game helps you change your mind to the truth of your union with Him. So it doesn't mean anything, this game, but it means all, because when it's all over, the only truth left will be your union with Him. So all of our recovery and inner healing processes and theological studies and all the things only make sense if they help us realize this truth of our union with Him. All these other ways in our life are either meaningless or they lead to this realization. And because it's the highest truth, if you make yourself think about this truth through a silly game, through anything, You are actually connecting your brain to the truth. With imagining this truth, you allow your brain to get this truth seen and in focus in your brain. So you are helping yourself realizing what's already there with this game, that there is nothing magical in this game. However, it's truer than the truest thing we have ever done. Because when we are all in heaven and we look back on this silly game, we realize that it was more real than our whole reality, or all of our perceptions. So feel free to imagine it the way you want. You can make up stuff, because it's not about what you imagine and how you do it, like long enough, or what you should feel. Nothing. If you make your brain think about that truth, you're connecting with the deepest truth of all times. So actually, you're helping yourself see what's really real. So you cannot overdo it. Like, if I imagine my body going through his, like, is it still okay? The truth is way crazier than you are being coming through his. It's really a silly game comparing to the true reality of your union with him. But if it helps you realizing this truth, do it all you want. That's why I do that. It's not like something I have to do. It's just so childish, and it helps so much in realizing what's already there. And I think Jesus says, it's okay. You're way much more one with me than this game. You're actually me. We are the same. We are different, but we are the same. We have separate personalities, and we are inseparably one. And you can imagine any part of a union, and it will be true because it is true. And if you realize a little part of it, that's gonna be true. And that's why when we do it, it just manifests, and you just start to feel it and sense it, but you don't need to feel it. But it can happen that it becomes very much real when you imagine these things. But no matter how real these imaginations become, it's so true that it doesn't even matter how your perception participates in it. Let's enjoy our closeness and union with Him. God bless you guys. Just see your being in His being and breathe together with Him. And develop your own game. God bless you.